So let's just sort of like go through. Reveal Uncharted 4 now has dialogue options.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting because one of the major problems that the Uncharted games have had is that they don't have a ton of replayability.
Yeah.
You can go back and play them on harder difficulty settings or get trophies or whatever, but this might lead to possibly different scenarios. I don't know if this is going to end up in a It's interesting because it's such a staple in so many video games, but since it's never been in Uncharted, it's huge news.
Well, it makes a ton of sense because we've looked at how games are right now, and obviously the big thing is open world. That doesn't seem like it would be really a good option for something that is as story-driven as Uncharted is. I think that we're going to see, we saw that amazing car chase sequence, the last demo. That wouldn't surprise me too much if that had sort of switches here and there. Like almost QuickTime events that they're not showing us, like maybe you pick the route you're going to go down.
Right.
But that seems like a pretty, like obviously in the dialogue choices, also this is an incredibly grounded cutscene. Like this is very somber by Uncharted standards, I feel like.
But I thought this was a very cool thing to show, because we've already seen big action set pieces shown before. I thought showing, being a little
I think you guys are right in that, in the same way we saw that E3 demo with the driving down the cliffside area through that town, you had different choices there. They all kind of inevitably ended up in the same spot. But if there's a little bit more wiggle room than we've ever had narratively inside the Uncharted franchise, I think this could be really cool.
So when we open up here, Nathan Drake is at work, apparently.
Yeah,
I like that.
He's married. He's a married man. His brother shows up. His brother's like, I'm in a lot of trouble, Nate. Is that what launches the game? Is this like the opening of the game?
He's in like I think he's in like a construction worker, sort of like those makeshift trailer cabin things that they're in. That
Well, it looks like he's working on a dockside place. So
Yeah.
presumably he's doing some kind of chartered traveling work, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a tour guide.
Uncharted.
Brian, you also had an A++ tweet
Thank you.
showing Sully's dialogue.
Yes,
options.
yeah.
So I thought that
He does scream Nate a lot in that game, so hopefully all of those options will be available to us come next year.